we won 48-10, so I'm not complaining too much today. But I was watching that Falcons score get worse and worse, going like, holy crap, I cannot believe that we lost this. Tom Monroe,
Michael Penix.
Tom Monroe, our great friend Tom Monroe, Lions fan, who had $10,000 in a parlay riding on the Vikings last week, texts me, Ziggy. He goes, "I'm sorry, Paul, but how the fuck is this pack side occurs? How is this Packard or Viking team now looking like this when the Falcons are losing by 30 to the Panthers?" It's like, Tom, you just don't get it, man. Like, you don't get what it's like as a Viking fan. We totally called this too in the Viking game. Like, we knew that they were going to come out. Maybe not 48-10. I mean, that's a little ridiculous, but
we did predict them dominating the Bengals.
Yeah, this is what the Vikings do. It is mind-boggling to me that
You know when the last time the Vikings won a game by this many points was?
When?
1998.
Yeah, well.
Like
right.
this is a historic dominance from a team that, in 1998, I guess they did go. They only lost one game and won the division, so maybe it could be a repeat.
This is it's what the Vikings do. They drag you back in, and now I'm looking at this team. And I'm like, man, Carson Wentz looked pretty good today. 14 for 20, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Carson Wentz did not look good today.
I thought he looked decent. But the story of the game, Isaiah Rodgers had, I think, the greatest defensive half in the history of football. Like, it might be.
How did the Eagles let this guy go?
It might be. Well, I mean, the Eagles, at some point when you have all those superstars, you got to let some people off. But yeah, for anyone who missed it, Isaiah Rodgers had an interception return for a touchdown, forced fumble, recovered it, returned for a touchdown, and like 2 plays later, punched the ball out from Jamar Chase for another forced fumble, all in the first half.
Yeah, no player ever, whole game, had ever had a pick six, a fumble returned for a touchdown, and 2 forced fumbles. He did in a half.
Yeah, it was crazy. And the Viking defense, that is the way I expect them to come out and play against the Falcons, just being absolute, swarming all over the place, creating havoc. And that's what you need to do against backups. So this is what the Packers, like, if you're a Packer fan, you're like, that's what you want to do to Cleveland. You want to be turnovers, do what the Ravens did to them, right? Short fields for Love to work on. And it just wasn't the case today. Obviously, the defense did a great job holding the Browns to 0 points through 3 quarters. But they let up at the end. But against these bad teams, especially when you have the pass rush Green Bay has, like, you want to be able to put Flacco in situations where he's going to turn the football over, where you can capitalize and put them out quickly. And that just didn't happen. Just didn't happen. What I'm like ruffling my eyebrows over here is you saying Darrisaw didn't make a difference, Ziggy. That's ridiculous.
I didn't say Darrisaw didn't make a difference. I'm saying he didn't make a 55-point difference.
Yeah,
it's
but
not like we win the fact that we did nothing in the Falcons game and then went to the Bengals and beat them up. That was not a Christian Darrisaw difference. That was a whole team.
I mean,
difference.
I think there's a whole team difference, and Wentz played better than McCarthy.
We do not beat the Falcons of Christian Darrisaw.
I don't know. We might. I mean, Ziggy, did you watch that game? The school is horrendous at left tackle.
No,
and then we had Roos come in.
Christian Darrisaw does not make a 3-touchdown difference.
I'm not saying that we beat that we blow out Atlanta, but we might beat them.
We needed if you're going to say Christian Darrisaw made the difference, you're saying Christian Darrisaw is worth 3 touchdowns because we lost by 3 scores.
It got out of hand late, yes. But, I mean, the whole game changes.
It got out of hand late. They scored 1 touchdown in the 4th quarter.
The Viking-Falcon game was a 1-possession game most of through midway through the 3rd quarter to the end of the 3rd quarter?
Christian Darrisaw does not win us that game. I don't want to hear it.
If you're
He's an important player. JJ McCarthy was not playing remotely well enough for us to
We
win
were
that
getting
game.
abused on the left side of the offensive line. We had a backup center and 2. I mean, Darrisaw
and on the plays where
JJ
McCarthy had the ball and he wasn't getting abused, he still was bad. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear that was a Christian Darrisaw difference.
Look, again, we don't blow out Atlanta, but I think it makes a huge difference having a top 5 left tackle in football versus the worst left tackle in football. And I will, yeah.
It
I'm
makes a big difference.
On that side.
I'll say he made a 2-touchdown difference. If that makes you feel better, that's still not enough to win the game.
But you're thinking of just the final score. You're not analyzing it from a full game standpoint.
Well, if you're analyzing it from a full game, then it's not as simple as, well, hold on, school was bad, therefore we scored 2 more touchdowns if he's in.
Yeah, I mean, school is bad, and therefore maybe the game plan changes. Maybe McCarthy doesn't throw a pick here. Maybe we run a game plan differently. That's just what I think. That's just what I think here.
I mean, look, it's if you want to get into the complicated counterfactuals, it's hard to tell. I'm saying if Christian Darrisaw is worth 20 points every single week, he's making $100 million a year.
So do you think here now, after winning this game 48-10 and looking ahead, we had the Steelers next and then we had the Browns. Like the Vikings should be, and this is, obviously we're making this mistake too here of looking ahead too much. The Vikings should be 4-1.
You're making this mistake.
We should
this
be.
Vikings Bengal win will go down at the end of the year when we're like having the most fraudulent win award. Like the win that like had the biggest apparent signal that like meant absolutely nothing. That's this game.
Yeah.
I don't think Carson Wentz played a very good game of football. I think he was okay. I think the defense was unbelievably lights out, but like in a way that's not repeatable. Look, I love Isaiah Rodgers. He's a good player. Isaiah Rodgers is not getting 2 touchdowns most games. You're not getting 1 defensive touchdown most games. Like, I do not think this game tells us very much about the Vikings other than the Bengals had a truly horrendous day.
Yeah, it was even Jake Browning was not good today, but also at some point you fumble the ball. They had 4 turnovers and you had massive fumbles, return for touchdowns. Like it just kills you there. But so right now, as it stands, Ziggy, before the Lions play in this Monday Night Football game against Baltimore, what's your feeling on the NFC North?
My opinion on the NFC North has not changed at all. Green Bay is going to win the division. The Lions are going to get second. One of the Vikings or the Bears will get third or fourth, and neither of those teams are making the playoffs.
Okay, so it doesn't change too much.
No, I mean it's if the Packers had not yet played the Lions, say you substitute in like another good NFC team, then it might be a little bit different. I might think, yeah, the Lions have an opportunity here. Winning that Lions game week 1 is such a big deal. It gives them such an advantage. Like even if the Lions win, right? If the Packers just beat their game on the road in Detroit, the division's basically theirs. I'm not super worried about Green Bay winning the division. I mean, the odds of it's worse. You want to win these games, but like, no, I still think it's Green Bay.
Yeah,